What's with the swastikas on the Jefferson County Courthouse? That question was submitted as part of Ask Alabama, and unlike most questions I have to answer that involve Alabama in the early 1900s, the reason for this one, surprisingly, is not racism. So the short answer you tend to get to this question is that the Jefferson County Courthouse was built before the Nazis used the swastika, and back then the symbol just meant luck. That's not strictly speaking accurate. The Jefferson County Courthouse was formally dedicated in 1932, and it's believed those stone swastikas were probably carved as early as 1929. But the Nazi Party was very much a thing in Germany throughout the 1920s, and they had used the swastika as a symbol as early as 1920. However, the swastika had also been used for a bunch of different things. It had been found in different cultures in Asia and the Americas, even the ancient Greeks used it, and had been included in Boy Scout badges and used to sell Coca-Cola. It wasn't until Hitler's rise to power in the mid-1930s and World War II that people saw the swastika as exclusively linked to Nazis and anti-Semitism. So when this was carved for the Jefferson County Courthouse, the architects that designed the building probably weren't that aware of Nazis, and certainly wouldn't have associated this symbol with anti-Semitism. At that time, it was just a shape that was used in a bunch of different stuff. Obviously now it's not just a shape. I feel like I shouldn't have to include that disclaimer, but it seems like at least once a year I see some idiot that just found out the swastika wasn't always a Nazi symbol, and they try to take it back from the Nazis by drawing it on stuff and then hoping people are going to ask about it so they can go, well, actually. So if that sounds like you, well, actually, you're not going to take it back, dummy. No one is going to ask you about it, dummy. They're just going to assume you're a Nazi. Don't be a dummy. Anyway, our asker had also wanted to know if there had ever been talk of removing the symbols from the courthouse, and the answer to that is yes. As recently as 2015, some county commissioners were discussing removing the symbols. However, a law passed in 2017 aimed at stopping the removal of Confederate monuments in Alabama made it illegal to make alterations to old buildings like the courthouse. So at this point, pulling down the swastikas would likely require a court ruling or a vote by the state legislature, which means I don't think they will be coming down anytime soon. I'm Jonathan Soboleski for Reckon. If you like these videos, you can go to the Reckon by AL.com Facebook page where you can find a lot of videos and stories on history and news. Be sure to like the page before all our likes get used up. It helps us share these videos with even more people. Thanks.